And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is, what is today? It's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I'm sure we're going to have all the twos today. It's going to be great. Yeah, let's jump into Minecraft because that's where the fun is going to happen. Also, probably the sleeping. Sleeping. There's the sleeping. So, I hope you all are doing okay. It's gotten chilly here. You know, for those of you who like winter, winter is great. But, man, it's starting to get cold, and I am not okay with that. This is what I get for living in the mountains. Anyway, we're back. I'm here on the third floor of my base. The sniffers have been sniffing, which is great. They've also managed to stay in the enclosure there, which I suppose is good. But at least on this side of the base, which is also good. So let's talk about what's happening over here, because this is where the focus is going to be today. So what I'm going to do is this side, I'm going to set up a number of aquariums. That number being about 3. Okay. This one, this area right here, right above those villagers, is going to be guardians. Conveniently enough, I left a sign. It helps to know what I'm going to do, you know, to leave notes and stuff. Yeah, so we're going to put some guardians here. Right next to it, and I think I'm going to shift this over a little bit. But right in here, this is where I'm going to stash a couple of Nautilus when they have them, when those come out. And then over here, I'm going to put some squid. Actually, you know what? I'm given the space. Maybe I'll put the Nautilus here. And I'll put the squid on this side. I think that makes sense. Okay. So I definitely want to bring this in this way then. Hey, Snoops, you're finally not working your second job on Tuesday. Awesome. Well, it's great to have you here whenever you can make it. Hope you and your family are holding up okay. All right. All right, so the plan is, you always seem to fall into the place with the blue fire. Well, we're about to do something about that. It's a nice place, though. It's where all my blacksmiths and stuff are. My place is not snooper friendly. That's fair. Given how often I fall off things, you know. However, I think we're about to add a fair amount more fire to this, but we're going to put water in too, so it's going to be cool. So what I think I'm going to do here is, so we're going to have the guardians in. I think what I want to do is I'm going to put a glass floor that's going to sit over top of, blue fire. I think is going to be fun. So, you know, I like fire, and you know, I think we're going to do some fun stuff. But first, I need to remember how to go down. There we go. Down. There we go. And let's see if I have any purple glass. Yes, purple. It's going to... Sprite we're here should be all about it. There's some magenta. Got lots of magenta, but we're going to go with purple today. This might not be enough. If it's not, we'll be back. So, the cool thing about this is that getting the guardians is going to be easy because they're already in my base. That's right. They're all sitting down there somewhere. So I'm going to just duck them into a water column and truck them into the aquarium case when it's ready. Because that's going to be nice and safe. All right, now, I don't suppose I need to get too crazy with this, but... Okay, yeah, so that's going to go there. I should... Ooh, that's an interesting question. Do I want the... I mean, this log here is going to have to stay here. Ta-da! Because that's what that is. But this little bit that's underneath here, I could change out. At least on those sides. This one, I think, is going to stay. I think I'm going to leave the white, right, these pale oak logs running through there, right, or running along the sides. But those ones under there, that's a different thing. So now I've been thinking a little bit about what sort of decorations I might want in here aside from, you know, having a glass floor and, you know, guardians. And the answer to that question is, I have no idea. I am lacking in I'm lacking in glass, but also any idea of what I want to put in there. I was originally thinking I might put in like some prismarine and make it look a little bit more like an ocean monument or something like that. And then I realized I don't have any prismarine, for one thing. And for another, I actually just didn't want to do that. I know, right? I want to do something different. It's just crazy. So, purple. Wonderful. I like it when I have what I need. Okay. These should work. So, I'm kind of torn. Like I said, I can come in here and I could throw in some kelp and maybe some, I don't know, sea pickles and stuff, but I should have brought some soul soil. Oh well. Like so many things, that's a problem for future me. Yeah, so we'll get this going. Okay. Said we'll fill in some spots and do some stuff. Yeah, what sort of things would Guardians like? Hey Carp, how's it going? Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on the YouTube side of things. Oh, I do want to pop up this way. I do have a little bit of black terracotta, but not enough to matter. Okay. Yeah, this is where the top of this needs to be. Okay, so I think therefore I place blocks. Yes, that's how this goes. I think therefore I place blocks. However, I had a strange thought. I want to try something here. Let's get this in place. I want to get some black terracotta. And I want to try something just to see what it looks like. And then I also have to get some soul sand or soul soil or both. Yeah. Ack, there's a window there. Anyway, yeah. Rene Descartes. Okay, so yeah, this is one of these boxes is fine. Yeah, that was my bird impression. I'm just gonna smash into this glass. Man, there was a time when I was in college. I was walking by the science building, and one of the classrooms I had a lot of my classes in was on the second floor. And it was a small little seminar. Okay. Oh, fun. How's it going? Thanks for the bits and the. Oh, that was loud. Anyway. Oh, boy. I need some regular terracotta. Okay. Anyway, so we had a. So here's the seminar room. We had this big window that faced out over the walkway. It was all sorts of cool. And I remember walking. That's actually not what goes in there. Anyway, I remember walking to class or to work. I think one morning it was past that building, and there was the most perfect outline of an owl. It had apparently smashed into that spread eagle, I guess, just the perfect shape and outline of this. I laughed. I felt mildly bad for the bird, but on the other hand, it was really funny. Okay, I want to see. I've got some dark, that's pale oak. Dark oak. Here we go. I'm going to take some of this dark oak. And let's strip this all down. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay today. You know, it's a Tuesday. And, you know, Tuesdays have things that happen too. So, you know. Okay. Grab those, and I want to make up some dark oak shelves, please. Okay, that should be enough to test this. We're going to see. If this works, I'm going to use it elsewhere. So what I want to do is head back up to the garden. And let's throw a little fun and excitement here on the outside of this thing. After I scaffold. Okay. Now, if I'm lucky, I will not fall in on top of my villagers. That would be bad. All right, so what I want to do here, let's get our handy dandy shelves. And I'm just going to run some shelves across the top. Yes, but maybe no. Huh, that's... I mean, I like it, but I think the lack of a ceiling or anything else coming across the top here is a problem. I do kind of like it. Maybe, what if we were to move this down? So let's go ahead and swap this black terracotta for the red, which I put away because don't hit the glass. Okay. Hi. Obviously, I wouldn't need the red terracotta anymore. That's just silliness. The shelves not look at all like shelves? Yeah, not quite so much. No. They definitely look like not shelves. On the other hand, they've got a really nice texture here on the back. That's not what I'm going to be using here, but okay. But I'm not sure what else they would call them, you know? Okay. Yeah, the back looks really cool, right? I could see all sorts of good places to use the back of this thing. Did I make any cool contraptions with the shelves? Not really, but I have an idea for something that'll be really cool. But I'm going to have to play with some looms and stuff. When I get to doing a little more detail work, we're going to play with that. But I have an idea of how I might use a shelf so it looks a little bit like a control panel. But that's going to be a problem for future me. Yeah, that just... I think, again, the fact that I don't have any sort of roof or other thing coming across there is just not... just making it a little bit of a problem, you know? All right, so do I want to leave this 2 blocks? I'm going to kind of do. I don't know. I wish I knew things, but yeah, I think I do. I think I want this to be a little bit lower just for, I don't know. I wish I could say I had reasons, but I don't. I just think I want it to be lower. All right, and then we're going to do this. Okay. All right, so this will be like so. Now, okay, so here's the $64,000 question. Which, for those of you who remember the $64,000 pyramid, you're old. Sorry. That's how it goes. So am I. So whatever. Who am I to talk? Okay. So I am going to need, I think, a little bit of something here. No. This should be open. Also, I believe I want this to be open on both sides. Hi. I live down here. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. That fall was totally intentional and stuff. Okay. So yeah, so I think we'll open up the back. Probably just to fit in with the theme of everything else. I'm going to put white glass in front of this, but probably white glass blocks. I was toying with the idea of maybe using panes, but I don't think that's going to work well with the water, so we're not going to do that. All right, let's go get some soul soil because I totally forgot to do that. And hopefully things will go okay. Uh-oh, stream joke. I gave all my dead batteries away today, free of charge. Okay, guess we're going to use soul sand. That's totally fine. Unlike that joke, the soul sand is totally fine. I liked it. Actually, that one wasn't bad. Riley has had worse. Riley has had significantly worse jokes. All right, so up we go. Oh, and I actually need to be down here. All right, so the that's a little bit low. It's okay. You know, I wonder. Would it? I think we may bring a little skulk into this too. Just looking at the skulk down here, I think I've got an idea. But first, we're going to put this really annoying sounding block in the game. All right. Now, I also am not entirely sure. So I'm going to be setting up an aquarium for squid and glow squid. That one, I think I want to be a little bit more decorative. I just don't know how. Right? And this, I don't know if this is a problem any of you have. But there are definitely parts of this just general building process where I look at this and think, you know what? I would like to do something cool here. And then I just sit there and stare at the space like, okay, anytime something cool wants to come to mind, now would be the time. All right. Cool. So I am going to have to break some of the glass to light this all on fire. Also, probably should get a lighter. I know. Weird, right? But yeah, this is going to be good. All right. Just grab my handy dandy engine chest. And my handy dandy dealy bob with the lighter. Okay, cool. That's true. I could just fly into it, which I could also get a there we go. I'm also, of course, very fast. I was ouch, and I'm also on fire. I was also slightly tempted to mix in some soul campfires instead of just the fire here, but I think this will be okay. Okay. Ack. Well, sure. That makes sense. All right, well, let's go see if I have another lighter. No, I've got 2 sets of enchanted shears, but no lighter. Okay. So we need, yes, mending and unbreaking on our sparkers. Yes. That's right. It's fine. Iron, oh, okay. I've got iron nuggets. Let's see if I've got some flints. Yes, I do. Aha. I have multiples. You can't stop me now. There will be stuff on fire. Also, hey, let's grab some skulk. Fairly certain I have skulk. If not, I know where to get it. I've got a huge amount of skulk stored up back in the ancient city. All right, so... Whoa. Okay, just... Of course, this is really bad for my... One of these, probably my boots. Okay. All right, so we'll just finish setting all of this on fire and being very grateful that fire tick is off. Because, you know, I would totally be burning down my base now if this were. Woo! Okay. Oh yeah, that definitely did something or other to my lighter. But okay, so that's there. That's going to be fine. Okay, and now I won't fall in and burn myself because that seems like a good thing. All right. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. All right. Now, skulk. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to put some skulk around the edges of this thing. Just because I think that's going to look all normal and stuff. Right, we'll just hack. No. Oh. Okay. You know what would be really cool? Placing the right block. I know. It seems maybe a little controversial, but placing the right block in the right place actually is really, really helpful. Okay. Yeah, we'll just slip this skulk around the outside. It'll be lovely. All right. At least I hope it'll be lovely. I'm at least 60% sure it'll be lovely. Yeah, there we go. It looks fine. It's adding a nice little bit of darkness, but also the blue sparkly bits. And, you know, you definitely need blue sparkly bits, so we got that going for us. The only problem here is all of those particles. All right. So, okay. So that's a thing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here, let's hop up this way. And, well, fall down because jumping is too difficult a task for me today. Yes, let's get some black terracotta, and I want to cover this up mostly. I'll need to leave a space to get out, but I'll worry about that when I start filling this thing with water. All right. Oh, I should probably also be sure that this is well lit. You know, that's the thing. I was walking past here at one point, and I don't know, I was just finished up the build or something on Saturday, and or we had logged in or something, and there was a zombie and a spider and stuff all wandering along the top of the base. It was at that moment that I realized I done screwed up, and I should probably fix my screw up. All right, so let's go ahead and make that red. There we go. Oh, you moved my guest to greet me at the door. I did notice it was in front of the door. I thought maybe it had just managed to work its way out, but it's nice to know that it actually freaked me out a little bit. The door opened, there's a big happy face in front of me. You know, I'm not used to joy and happiness being around me. That's just weird. So definitely threw me off. Yeah, some people got a big smiley face. Yeah, we've got all these guys hanging out in here too, which is good. So, all right. So, what I'm going to need to do now is get some glass. Yeah. Smiley face in the face. It's good on the face. All right, so I think I'm done with the soul sand for now. Hang on to the skulk for a little bit. Because I don't like my inventory, and I feel like I should fill it up with garbage that I don't need. You know, it's one of those things. Okay, so let's see. I want some white glass. Oh, there's plenty of white glass. Awesome. So here's the thing. I have to be sure I decorate the snot out of this thing before I move the Guardians in, because doing it after is going to be a little bit of a problem. Working on expanding the greenery while thinking about what to do with the space. Okay. Nice. Is that for your area over on the Shroom Island? Oh, the happy mushrooms. Yeah, we'll get all the snot out, you know. Fortunately, it's not going to be allergy season for a little while, and I think they're done with the harvest, so I don't have to worry about that these days. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Yeah, we're going to get all those funky particles in there, but I think that's going to be all right. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. What I am going to have to do is bring some rail through there. Honestly, am I just going to make this plain and boring? I might. I seriously might. That would be, I guess, okay, but... Okay. But as I build this out, so I'm going to have the guardians in there. I have a lot of water. We brought out the soul sand. I thought I planned to make a guardian bouncy house. That would be funny, but no, because then they'd get stuck on the ceiling. But that would be hilarious. No, they're gonna be here. They're gonna swim around. They'll be fine. Okay. That was kind of fun in the Create series when I had the machine flattening out the ocean monument and placing all the soul sand and watching the Elder Guardians bounce up like they were just party balloons or something. That was a special breed of fun right there. Okay, so all right, so this is going to be fine. Yeah, do I want to do anything here to add decorations, right? I could add vines. Of course, I've got glass down there, which is a little bit of a problem for decorating, I suppose, but here. I'm also going to need a little bit of floor here, so let's... Actually, you know what? I might want... I'm going to put this down here a little bit. Not because I want this to be here. Because I actually probably don't, but because I want to be able to take this out and get at what's going on in there. Okay. Because what I'm going to have to do here now is lay some rail. All right. And so what I need is the rails box. Haha. Need an activator rail. Need some other rail. Okay. It's like for a minute there, I was slightly panicked. It's like, do I have a lever? You know, that is the thing. I should have levers, you know? All right. So we're going to do this way. All right. So the activator rail is going to go there. Sure, why not? All right, and what I need to do is on this side, right there, lever. Haha. Oh, what do you know? I got it in the right place. That's a thing I wasn't expecting. All right. All right, cool. So this is going to go here. All right, and if we're very lucky, we will not have guardians bouncing out of the farm. That would be really awkward. That would be really awkward. That would be like depressingly awkward. Okay. All right, so we're gonna need some really rails going on there. And then over this way. Okay. This way we're going to have to get some stuff going. So scaffolding is a thing that's going to happen here. All right, now let's see. This is going to have to be scaffolding, which means not. Oh no. Okay. All right, sweet. I've probably now washed out a whole bunch of. Maybe I didn't. Did I wash out things that I don't want to wash out? Yes, but otherwise we're okay. Washed out a couple of end rods, but okay. Great. All right, so let's see if I. Right, because that doesn't work. Awesome. Okay, yeah, that should mostly work except for where it doesn't. Cool. All right. Yeah, no, this is going to be just peachy. All right, so we'll just bring some of this rail this way. I think they'll have enough juice to get around here. And if they don't, they're going to shoot me in the face, which is totally a thing that they would do because they're jerks like that. All right, so now let's see what to do about our jerk face guardians. I'm going to need water. I'm going to need a lot of water. That's what I'm going to need. Which I think the best way of dealing with that is ice. Gonna get some ice, 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 ice. I did a mean thing to my wife, and it wasn't intentional and it wasn't mean, but it sounds like it could have possibly been. So I came home for lunch, which in and of itself is a thing. No. I came home for lunch and I was making up a chicken wrap for myself. And I thought to myself, you know what would be really good with this chicken wrap? A fruit smoothie. And it was a delicious thing to have with my chicken wrap. And I'm glad I did. However, my wife thought that was also a wonderful idea of a thing to have for lunch. And so she happily joined in the fruit smoothie bandwagon. And then managed to end up shivering for the next several hours, apparently, because it was cold and she was cold and I felt kind of bad. On the other hand, it was a good smoothie, so, So that was good. All right, so I'm going to just sit here and drown. Are we okay with that, I think? Do I have a trap door? You have a trap door. Cool. Let's, Sweet. Now I can walk in and out. Yay. Okay, now I need to not do this with Silk Touch, because that would be bad. No, it was just really funny. I come up, I said I was getting my stuff out. I said, hey, you want a smoothie? She says, I don't know what I want to have. Sure, I'll have a smoothie. And yeah, it was a thing. Okay. This is a fortune axe, so it should be good. Yeah, that's okay. So that goes and does its thing like so. All right, and then and then I don't know why I have a filter in my inventory, but it's probably bad. Okay, so one of these is not this one. Okay. Where are my bubbles? Okay. Okay, I just missed that spot. Perfect. All right. Nice. Okay, cool. So now we are set. So now anything that comes up the bubble column will end up in here and over here and over there and in there, and will get ejected into that space, which is great. Love that for me. All right, so I need to sort out my inventory because it sucks. And I also need to get a bucket. Hey, look, I have a... Oh, turns out all those buckets have stuff in them. Well, that's planning. Oh, there's a water bucket in this one. Okay. Go me. It's like I planned ahead or something. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. I was going to hop in there, but apparently that's not a thing I get to do, so. Yeah, I'm looking at this and really thinking, should I do more decorative nonsense? And honestly, I'm kind of thinking no. And that's weird. Maybe it's weird. I don't know. Okay. All right, so that should all be waterlogged. Awesome. Time to round 2. Okay, so here's the thing about aquariums. They're really wet, it turns out. Speaking of wet, it's supposed to snow here later this week. This is another point on the I am not ready for winter scale here. It's probably okay, but, you know. Now, I like snow. Don't get me wrong. I really do. It's one of my favorite things about winter. But I am just... Again, I'm just not ready for this. And it's probably not going to be a lot. Our first snowfalls rarely are. Oh, hi. I'd like to get out, please. Please to let me out. All right, fine. Do it that way. Okay. So now we have officially an aquarium. Kind of looks like we need to wash the window, but it's an aquarium nonetheless. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go see what we can do about guardians. All right, I need to clear out my inventory. This is going to be crazy. But yeah, it's going to snow. Actually, I wouldn't mind the snow so much even. Except my daughter's driving back from school this on Thursday or Friday for Thanksgiving break. And I would rather her not have to drive over the mountain pass in the snow. Call me weird and stuff, but I totally think that I would rather her not do that, you know? All right. So let's see now how we're going to do this mess. All right, so obviously we're going to need rails. And probably, I don't know, something? Probably something. So yeah. Yeah, my daughter is a reasonable driver, and she's got it's a good car, you know, but still. All right, so I need to get the Flappy Boys over here. And of course, this is all blocked off because of reasons that probably made sense at the time. Okay. All right, so I was bored, so I inspired you to write a sorting algorithm in Perl. Nice. First, it's different from modern languages. Well, Perl's modern, kind of. Yeah, Perl is a different beast. It's actually not that different from Python if you get really crazy with it, but okay. Let's shift that over just a little bit to make moving the rail a little easier. Here we go. You know what? I should probably slap some powered rails in here. Now, I really like Perl. It's one of those languages that just fits my personal neuroses really, really well. On. Okay. But it definitely takes a little getting used to. All right, so we are going to bring these guys in. Now, I think what I'm going to have to do. All right, we're going to have to do this. Let's go ahead, because I'm going to have to pull Guardians out. Obviously, there's this guy here. He's going to be probably the easiest when it comes down to it. But the rest of these guys are going to be funky. So probably what I'm going to have to do is take out all of this, or take out some of this redstone to make this work. But I might take advantage of some of that redstone too. So we shall see. But first. Right. Yeah, so I just want to run a little bit of powered rail across here. And if it's too dark, let me know. I can turn on the gamma. Yeah, Perl was the first scripting language I really learned, and after programming in C and Java and all of that stuff, it was an interesting change. All right, I think we're going to do this. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. Oh, hi. Turns out you would rather I not do that. It's okay. Okay. Let's go take that out too. Again, all of this is going to change. All right. Ta-da! Okay. Great. So he'll pop out this way, whip around here, right? All the way around this, right through here, up this water column, and then all the way up the water column, out to here, and around, hit this activator rail, and should end up right here in the tank. That's the theory. Okay. Actually, you know what I probably can do? All right, so he's over there. Where's this guy? Is he? Oh, he's sitting on the far side over there too. Okay. I think what might be good. I was just thinking it might be interesting to. Oh, what the heck. All right, we're gonna move some things in. No, I like Pearl. It definitely has its moments. Where's my? Oh, I'm on the wrong side of this. So why am I taking them out? Because I'm tired of them. No, it was a technical problem that I was trying to get into. So, yeah, carp parameters for subroutines. Carp, look for the book. I think there's a free PDF download for a book called Modern Perl. If you've done any sort of object-oriented programming, it's very cool. Also, if you can find a copy of it, this book, Programming Perl, by Larry Wall and Tom Christensen, a bunch of people. It is an excellent book. Okay. Snoopers is logging in. Nice. Okay. So, all right. So that guy's going to come down this way. He's all set up. Oh, what was I doing? Right. I was being confused. That's what I was doing. Up we go. Woohoo! All right. Now, shall we, let's try to do this without blowing up my base. Okay. We're down. Whoa, okay. Don't shoot me. Anyways, so Snoopers, you were asking why I was taking them out. It's actually fairly straightforward. So what was happening is the Guardians were getting stuck here in the middle, and they kept killing the squid. There's Snoopers. Hello. And frankly, I got tired of replacing the silly things. So, all right. So what I'm going to do here? Do I happen to have? Oh, I happen to have blocks. Perfect. All right. So I believe it is this one here. Yeah, that one is wired, so that one can go out. So what I want to do is not get shot by Guardians. That would be awesome. Okay, remember what I said about not getting shot by Guardians? Don't want to get sharded by Guardians either. That would be gross. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's get our... I'm just going to start connecting up some rail here. Okay, so that's going to come... Ow! Again, with the don't shoot me in the back or the front or the anywhere else where I may possibly have body parts. Okay. I'm probably making a horrible mistake doing this way, but... Okay. Okay, as long as they don't shoot the end crystals, we should be fine. Am I really doing this? I'm really doing this. This is dumb. Okay, it's time to undumb here. Let's get out of here. We're going to be putting some glass back here. But also, undumb was a really bad way of stating that. Okay. Just saying. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to hit this. And, okay, he's going to go back and forth, which is great. Oh, okay. He's not going anywhere. There's not going anywhere. So, yeah. So anyway, that's why. I'm just, okay. All right. This guy is not going anywhere because of reasons. Is rail powered here? All right, well, wow, that's just craziness. Yeah. Why do I feel like I just totally missed something? Oh, because I did, in fact, totally miss something. I need... What do I need? I need a lever. That's what I need. Okay. Haha. Lever. Okay. Oh, did that... It ended up turning the wrong way. Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, that's awesome. So he's bouncing. He's bouncing. Okay. And these guys are just silly. Cool. All right. So what I'm going to need to do is panic. Is panic an appropriate response to things going hilariously wrong? Probably. Probably. So let's see. Did I leave my toolbox upstairs? Ah, no. That's... Aha! Fishing rod. What better way to move fish than with a fishing rod? Alright, so... Let's... Also, did that other squid or guardian make it up into the fish tank? Where is it? Did it actually make it out of anything? Okay. Ow. Alright, so there are those two. 3. Okay, so no, they did not. Alright, cool. Good to know. Alright, so let's... I think they're just bouncing around over here. Oh, the delay. Here, would you like me to turn on my voice chat? I could do that. All right. All right. There we go. There we... Oh, look at those guys having all the fun. All right. And oh, here they come. And whoosh. And whoosh again. Nice. I like it when things work. Okay, cool. Oh, no. You get back in there. And, let's see. Can I reach the... No, that was... Aha. Got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. I hope. As long as I don't swim out of this, we should be perfectly safe and stuff. If they do manage to swim out of this, that's going to be bad. Let's tell you what. He'll push him back in. Okay. I was actually just thinking, because I've got some... Okay, because I have some trapdoors, but I think we'll be okay. I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Everything's going to be great. All right, so let's get the other ones. Right. So let's turn this off. Yeah, yeah. What are the chances? I'm sure they're perfectly normal chances of breaking things. Okay. Yeah, no, we're fine. Hey, at least we know that first step worked. Okay. Now, I put a hole in this roof. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Aha! All right, so now somewhere over here, right? It's over here? No. Over, ouch. Okay, over this way. So basically what I need to do now is get guardians over here. All right, which shouldn't be too bad, I think. I think this shouldn't be too bad. I am running guardians right next to those things. This is, oh yeah, this is really dumb. What am I doing here, people? Okay, so this is going to come out here. Okay, I need to take out that. Ouch! Please don't shoot me again. I'm taking you to a new fishy home where you actually have water. You're going to love it there. It's going to be great. Okay. All right, so that one's there doing the thing. So in theory, this should work. At least for that one. All right, so let's... Yeah, if they zap the crystals, let's just hope that doesn't happen. Okay, I would like them to not with the zappy zappy. Oh, you pushed one back in. Okay. Yeah, that's what the odds were. You know, that's... Turns out. All right, so now... You know... All right, so did they... Why aren't you going? Oh, I managed to break redstone because that made sense. Yeah. Okay. All right, so he's going. He's going. He's coming around. He's coming around. He's coming around. All right. He tried to shoot me. That's cool. Up he comes. And there we go. Nice. All right. Well, that's 3 of the 4. This is going swimmingly, I must say. Because the joke was there. If I didn't say it, that would have been weird and stuff. The carp's broken, but it floated up. Okay. No worries. I am not worried about losing minecarts. I have more than my share of... Oh, I should probably stop the... Oh, well. I have more than my share of iron to solve it. Or to fix it, so... Okay. So, we're going to do the same thing over here. Just going to bring in the minecart. All right, this will come over to here. He's going to zap me. Hi. All right, now, And there he goes. Schultz. Where's my exit? There's my exit. All right. I think this is going to work. I hope this is going to work. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Boom. All right. Nice. Oh, hi. Uh-oh. Did he pop out? Okay. Now, I had white glass. Oh, cheese monkeys. Yes. Well, that's not where he's supposed to go. Okay, we're gonna solve the other guys here first, real quick, just to keep them from popping out. Okay. All right. I'm sensing we may have a problem here. Okay, we'll lock those in. Oh, actually, he may die, which is cool. Where did it go? Did he bounce back up? I could easily see him have dropped down there. You know, if we end up... Yep, I found him. Okay, well, I guess we only need 3 guardians, so... Cool. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. Everything is great. We're fine and safe and stuff. And also, oh, that's why I have that glass. Okay. Cool. All right. So we're going to replace the glass here. Okay. This should be fine. Of course they're going to swim over here. That's not where you're supposed to be, you silly goose. Okay. Ah, jeez. Silly gooses all around. All right. That's the wrong block. Could you, like, go somewhere where you won't try to swim away and stuff? Okay. Now, I did actually plan ahead here just a little bit. I know, it's weird. It's weird, but I did. So, what I'm going to do, let's... Okay. I need to block this off because water is going to come out. And I would rather not have to deal with the potential for soggy redstone. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, I'll pop this out, take the rail, and the rail, and then there. Haha! We're good? Okay. And then, do the same thing here. Haha! That stuff. Ack, no! Okay. Well, it worked. Kinda. Okay. It only worked like 75%, but, you know, that's okay. So, yeah, so now we have guardians. Sweet and stuff, I guess. All right. Fortunately, the next thing I'm going to have to move in, it's going to be easier. I just need to know where to put them. Oh. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to be putting squid and glow squid over here. The squid are going to be easy. In fact, I've got some other things I need to do. So let me clean up down here first because that just looks bad and stuff. And I would like it to look good. Or at least partly good or something. At the very least, I need to put the glass back. Because otherwise, I will plummet through this. And, you know, plummeting is not my favorite pastime. I am, in fact, not the Great Gonzo. The Great Gonzo likes to plummet. Okay. All right. There's inappropriate sniffing happening. Well, I mean, we are dealing with, you know, animals in their pseudo-natural habitat. You know, they might inappropriately sniff each other, I guess. Okay. All right, so that comes out. I'll end up taking out the... Oops, that's not what goes there. The gas seems very happy. Well, you know, some guests just like to sit and watch inappropriate sniffing all day. That's actually probably a problem. Should maybe get him into some form of therapy or something. I don't know. Now I feel like I'm just judging the guest's lifestyle, and that also doesn't really seem okay. So if the sniffers complain, maybe we'll do something about it. Okay. On the plus side, oh, I should take a look. On the plus side, I actually now have... Well, I mean, I don't have any yet, but I have places for torch flowers and pitcher pods. So that's something. Okay. Oh, hello, kitty. I wish... I guess I could name a cat and it won't despawn. I should probably maybe, you know, cat-proof the area here, but it would be kind of fun to get a cat and stuff up this way. All right. So the plan here is going to be to build a squid tank right here next to those guys. It'll be like taunting the Guardians, but, you know, they probably deserve it. I'm being unnecessarily cruel today. I don't know why. Or terrifying for the squid. Well, given what I've done to villagers in the past, you know. All right, so what sort of floor do I want to put in? I think for the squid, I want to put in something a little bit more natural, I think. That's not supposed to go there. I don't know what, but I think, I mean, I could put in a mud floor. That might be nice. My only concern is with what happens with the water over here, but all right, well, we'll deal with that. Also, I don't have any glow squid, and that's going to be a problem. Oh, sorry. Breathing is also a problem. I managed to breathe my water. And that wasn't great. Okay. Now I'm questioning where I'm putting the squid. All right. Because, let's see, I'm going to put a squid and a glow squid. I think in this one. And then Nautilus over here. Because I'm only going to have 2 Nautilus, so if it's a smaller thing, that's okay. So, all right. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, tell you what. Why don't you come this way? Thanks. You know, yeah, you can leave the happy ghast alone. He's over here enjoying life. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it today, but I am definitely going to have to go set up a glow squid farm so that I could actually get glow squid. I know, weird, right? Okay. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something. Okay. Oh, I didn't pick up the concrete. That's why I went over there. I got distracted by, yes, the inappropriate sniffing. All right. White concrete. Ah, this is what I get for setting up a zoo, you know. Oh. Let's go ahead. Put a minecart in there. All right. So, okay, so this is going to come this way, I think. We'll just bring a little bit of floor action over here. All right. Yeah, so I think this area right here. Oops. There we go. So I think this area right here is going to be for our squids. And we are definitely going to have to, we'll have to move them in. We're going to have to name them so they don't despawn. You know, all that fun. But I think this will be okay. Hi. Oh yeah, they're loving life. Okay. Okay, so floor. Let's go get some dirt. Yeah, dirt. I know my base. It's on the other side. Tis over here somewhere. Probably in one of these boxes that's labeled dirt. Hi. Oh, I should... Does that be enough? Yeah, it's probably close. The other thing I'm going to need is a bottle. So let's see, glass here. All right. Well, I was kind of hoping I had a bottle made up, but that's okay. I know how to craft those. All right. Cool. So let's get some dirt in place, and hopefully I can figure out some cool way to decorate this. So this area, this one I think I want to be a little bit more, I don't know, river-like, I think. Do we want glass over that? Maybe? I don't know. Now I'm thinking I might want to replace this. Your work here is done. Did you set up a base inside my base? I was actually gonna give you a bedroom, but if you want to have a secret base, that's okay too. Yeah, I was thinking what might be. So down here, I think I've talked about it in the past. Over here with the little enchanting room here, I was thinking I would expand out this way and put in another couple of bedrooms here, and would let you Snoopers and Sprite each pick one and just yeah, decorate it for yourselves. But you know, if you have, you know, secret base. Okay. Oh, I need some white glass. White glass. All right, I don't know that I have enough of this, but we'll see. These are smaller things. You do love that enchanting room. Yeah, that turned out so nice. I'm happy about that one. I don't want to put that like that. I mean, I do want the glass there. I just don't want it over the dirt. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just run this terracotta this way. It's I think it'll just, oops, I guess I need more. I think it'll just look a little bit better underneath everything. All right. Yeah, I just figured, yeah, give the two of you a nice little place to camp out if you're ever hanging out over here. All right, so now this, we're going to do the same thing with the squid that we did with the Guardians. I'm going to bring them in on rails. We'll dump them into the area here. I think I'm going to put them on this side, but yeah, and I think I've got enough room here that I don't have to worry about them suffocating or doing anything silly like that. Okay, but the first thing I want to do is let's go ahead and break a little ice. Actually, before I do that, yeah, let's go ahead and get this through here. I'm a little bit, let's see, rail thing. I need one of the activator rails. Great. Yeah, because I think we'll get the squid through here fast enough that I don't have to worry about them being you know, overly dry, you know. Okay, levers. I do have levers. They're right there. Okay. So I should be able to put this right here. Activated. Yes, it is. Cool. Pick up all the dirt. All right. All right, so we'll do this. Said it's the same thing we did with the Guardians. We'll just run them this way. Okay, so again, water is good. All right. I think I screwed up, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. Close that off for a sec. I need to modificate all of this stuff. And I don't think I can actually get at these blocks while the rails are on it. So, okay, so do it this way. There we go. All right, nice. Okay, and I can take this dirt out as well. That is such a sloshy sound. All of the water bodily goodness here. All right. Now, I think to make life a little bit easier on myself, because I'm going to have to decorate this with stuff. So now I have an actual story to read on my bookshelf. Awesome. Okay, so that'll go there. Cool. All right, again, to make life a little bit easier on myself, I think what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and take one of these trapdoors right there. And yeah, that should be fine. That'll at least keep all of the water in. Cool. Right. And there we go. Because, yeah, I'm going to want to come through here and set up some sort of decorative stuff to make this a little bit prettier for all of the squid, you know? The Guardians don't get a lot in the way of decorations. They get the flaming glass floor, which, you know, to be fair, looks really cool. Okay. All right, so that'll go kind of sort of like that. All right. Now, okay, cool. So that is all set. All right. Cool. Well, that's exciting. Now, the squids will definitely get out if I leave that open because squids are dumb. But, all right, and I'm going to have to get some name tags for them. But getting squid is actually going to be pretty easy. So let's... Oh, he's sniffing. Nice. And there we go. They're doing their thing. I like it when they do their thing. Honestly, that worked a lot better than I was expecting it to. I think this is all... I was expecting the allay to end up all over the place, but they're staying pretty tight to this area, which is good. All right. Anyway, I was going to do a thing. Oh, right, squid. Right, so to do this, I need name tags and... Okay. Are these already named? They are. Okay. They're named Silence Me, but that's fine. We'll just have Silent Squid. And, you know, Silent Squid are totally a thing. All right, so this is going to be a thing. I need a couple of mine carts. Actually, do I want... Do I want 4 squid in here? Yeah, I think I do. We're going to get 2 regular squid. We get 2 glow squid. As soon as I figure out how I'm going to get the glow squid. All right. The good news is, said getting the squid is going to be easy. All right, so this is all wired up to go this way. Let's bring this right over here. And in all honesty, I should probably add some powered rails here. Because the squid are going to want to dry out, and I would rather they not. You know, having dried squid in my aquarium, I think sends the wrong message. I don't think it quite sends the message of we're in the preservation business. Though I suppose dried squid are fairly well preserved, I guess. Okay. Great. So we're all set. So squid will end up here. They'll go in there. They'll eject. Okay. Great. Then let's go get some squid. Ow. That tingled just a little bit. I mean, it would have been better if I actually had a really nice way of just flying out of my base and doing stuff, but no, I had to crash. All right. See, I still have my squid trap over here from when I was bringing squid into the place and stuff. Oh, I don't. Oh, I've got leads. Okay. All right, so step number 1, that has to break, that has to break. All right. And we grab a lead. All right, and a minecart. Cool. All right, let's find some squid. All right, hi, you look like a squid. Come here. All right, come here, Squiddo. I'm gonna get you all. Well, come here. That's right. There we go. That's the ticket. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Right, and boom. And up and over he goes. Oh, I didn't name him. Well, that was stupid. Okay. Well, I should be able to name him once he's in the thing. Yeah. Okay, so in a perfect world, we should have a squid coming up into the base here anytime now. Oh, yep, here he comes. Well, that's not where he was supposed to go. That's not where he was supposed to go at all. Here. Don't go through the portal. You go. All right. We're just gonna not worry about that squid and okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get our first squid, right? There's no actual way this would be the second squid, and I just somehow have ink sacs in my inventory. It's totally, yeah, no, it totally makes sense and stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, I blame the squid. It's all the squid's fault. That's it. I know how it works these days. We're gonna blame the squid or something. All right. There are a bunch of you over here. Come with me. Yeah, it's a guinea squid. That's right. He was just there for testing purposes. Since we're not testing porpoises. No, I am not going to try to get a dolphin in here because dolphins are stupid. Dolphins are stupid and will just kill themselves. They will just forget to breathe. They will just stay underwater too long and drown. Dolphins are dumb. You know. All right. Okay. And now I can't fly because I insulted dolphins. Okay. Let's try this again, but this time with feeling. There we go. All right. My wings are looking a little weak, but that's okay. Not laughing. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I like when that works and the snow just catches you. That's really fun. All right. So, again, we should, any moment now, be seeing a minecart with a squid. It's not already in there, so that's cool. I always overestimate how quickly this gets here. Or it got stuck. The last one worked just fine. It's very possible I flew out of the area too fast. And so the minecart kind of ended up somewhere else. Okay. Where did it go? Okay. It should have gone up there. Now I'm confused. Yeah, okay. Check up. Let's check up. Hi, I would like to. Okay. It's not there. Okay, and that's... No, that's going the right way. That is... I know that looks like it's up, but... Hang on. We're going to double check. Make sure this is going the right way. Yeah, that's soul sand. You just can't see the bubbles from here. Well... What happened to the squid? All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's, And what happened on the minecarts? All right, so we'll just follow the minecart track down and just see if we can find it. At the very least, I would kind of like to get the minecart back. Okay, it's not there. There's a chicken. That's okay. Yep. It managed to get stuck. Awesome. So yeah, I must have Actually, that's very possible. So I'm going to wait to name this third one. No, it's the first one, part 3. That's what it is. It's squid number 1, part 3. Yeah, that's, yeah, No, this isn't at all the third time we've done this. No, this is absolutely the first squid. That's right. You are the first squid. You are the squid of the president. You are the first squid. Also, you broke my lead. Oh, no, you didn't. It's just stuck under the bridge. Okay. There we go. That's the ticket. And now I just have to, hopefully... Okay. Alright. So... Yeah, so let's just hope he doesn't get sabotaged by the chicken again. We're gonna just kind of make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. No problem. There goes the squid. Perfect. Alright. Alright, we're good. Everything is great. We're doing fine. Okay. And so, what we should see any minute now. Any minute now. Okay, here he comes. And whoosh. Okay, we now have a wet squid. Perfect. Now, because squid are apt to despawn, just gonna duck through here. Name him. Okay. And hopefully he'll just kind of hang out there. All right, now I do need some another name tag, so let's go ahead and get my box out here. Okay. And yeah, this will be great. Yeah, hopefully he'll just stay put. And then once he's in, well, I'll get around to decorating that. And probably putting in a nice little something or other. Okay. All right, next squid. Next squid. Scoop up squid and put them in a hole. Man, you know, I used to watch the movie Beetlejuice way too many times for a young person my age. When I was a young person my age. So much Beetlejuice. I don't know why. My sister and I loved it. But one of the reasons I know that we liked it was the for the little the Deo scene where they the ghost possessed the people who own the house and get them all to sing Deo. It was weird. Now the movie gives me the creeps. I don't know, but back then it was a thing. Okay. Hey, Chair, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're waiting for the 1945 squid delivery. And whoosh, okay. Squid has been delivered. Perfect. Okay. Now if I can just find the right one. All right. Just do me a... No. What part of no don't you understand? Get back in here. That's right. Get in here. Yeah, first try. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Now, what I'm going to do, just as a temporary thing, we're just going to drop in some trapdoors so they don't swim out like that other. Yeah, no, get back in your tank. Okay? That's where the water is. Okay. Good. So they can stay there for now. And and they should be fine. Now I have not put a roof on this one, but they can't hop up there, so they should be fine. Squid wants fresh air. The squid don't need fresh air because they're squid. You know, they need fresh water, which I'm sure they'll get plenty of it here. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some light in there too, just to brighten things up. But that will wait until after we get glow squid and stuff in there too. But because I don't want to do too much decorating until I've got all the squid in. All right. Well, that was an adventure. Okay. Oh, excuse. I tripped and fell face first onto the last pizza. Yes, total accident. Yeah. I think I'm gonna swap out the trapdoor on the other side. Yeah, Riley loves you. Yay! Okay. And we're just gonna... There. Okay, that was almost what I wanted to do. All right. Cool. So I'll just go in and out on this side. Okay, which is great. All right. That just looks funky. The way the glass textures are overlaying with each other just looks a little weird. I might actually just want to get under there and run some of this red terracotta under there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, so that's all done. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. Said totally not decorated, but at least we've got them and everything's great. So the next thing I'm going to have to do is, as I said, get some squid or get some glow squid. Story time. Okay, story time. I am told there's an actual story down here in my library, so let's... Of course, I don't know which book. Not that one. Ah, The Crystal Cat. Once upon a time, Pearl decided it was a good idea to decorate with end crystals. One day, one of his stray cats decided to go on a little exploration. Kitty was so enchanted with the ghast's dangling little feet that it started to jump up and try to catch them. Sadly, the cat accidentally swiped an end crystal. The end. I like this jump to page thing. And a search. I like this mod. Anyway, that was a cute story. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Let's look at the time. Nice. All right, so I am going to be bringing squid in here before I close things up, but that's going to be a future me problem. All right, so let's head back up here and take a look at what's going on. I am thinking of closing these in and said add some tropical fish and stuff. I do need to get over here. I want to put in a little pond and stuff over here for sea turtles and axolotls. Ta-da. No, the axolotls are going to be in here. They're going to be able to swim around. They're going to be able to walk out here, maybe walk back. Of course, if they're out of water too long, do they die? If that's the case, maybe I want to not put axolotls in there. The sea turtles, totally. The axolotls, maybe I should put in one of these side tanks. I shouldn't wander too far. Yeah. See, part of the reason I want to have them out here is that I could, in theory, then just come over here with tropical fish, breed them fairly quickly, and then, you know, everything would be good. But, yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. Let's put some of this stuff away since I don't need it right now. All right. Oh, do I still have a... No, I do not still have a thing. All right. Go and throw that back in there, which would be great. All right. So next step. Next step is going to be to sleep. Sleeping is good. Yeah, getting rid of the evidence. Yeah, we'll just throw it into the storage. Nobody will know. It'll mix with all the other squid droppings. It'll be fine. Okay. So let's take a look at what I want to, or how I want to decorate these. I think I want to get some pale oak signs. And yeah, we'll set it up, you know, with some labels and stuff on the sides, or actually I might even put it on the glass itself. That might be okay. And then of course we'll splooch them with glow ink and whatever else. But no, you guys don't get to go play with that thing. Yeah, you know, I think I am going to want to get under there and put in the terracotta. That's just... Okay, well, could have suspended a conduit in the middle. Yeah, so I could play with the squids and the fish. Yeah, just make this whole thing all wet and sloppy. Yeah. No, actually, what's going to be really fun is I'm going to take out all of this moss here, and we're going to turn this into fiery and flamey goodness, lava and magma blocks and all, you know, nethery fun. And I'm going to bring a couple of striders in here. So, yeah, like, oh, like above the glass area. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so getting the striders in is going to be an interesting adventure. While I'm thinking about it, let's bring this like this. I am going to put in another dealy bob here, or another aquarium, but like I said, this is going to hold Nautilus, and the Nautilus don't exist yet, so that's gonna have to wait. But it'll be fun when we get them. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just... Yeah, I think I'll grab a Nautilus, and we'll grab a... See if I can find a zombie coral Nautilus. since there happens to be a coral reef not too far from here, the catch is just going to be, how do I get it in here? I think you can put a Nautilus in a minecart. I don't know. I haven't tried that. If I can, great. If not, I may have to forego the Nautilus, but that coral reef is huge. No, the chunks won't have to reset because they'll spawn in like passive mobs or hostile mobs also in the case of the zombie Nautilus. So we should be okay there. Plus, this will be cool because you'll get to see the Nautilus, you know, from this side coming in from the gas. You'll be able to see it if you're here in the storage. Given what I just did, let's pull this out this way. I'm going to pull this way because given where that tank is sitting, it's going to make sense to pop this over here just like so. And then this goes out like so. We're going to deal with so much so. But yeah, we won't have to worry about resetting the reef because that would be annoying. I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'll need to put the ceiling over this. So this side should all still be my industrial sci-fi based thing, right? And it's not until you come in over here that you start to hit the park, right? Where we've got our animal sanctuary and all of that stuff. Okay. Cool. Also, the, oh, this will be for, oops, hi. Oh. I can't spell Nautilus. This is going to be for our naughty list. Is going to go here. Okay. Yes, that's absolutely what's going to go there, the naughty list. Okay. Cool. So we happen to have all of this. All right. So great. So I think the next thing I want to do then is let's see what if I can figure out where I might be able to find some glow squid. Like I said, I'm going to have to set up a farm, I'm sure, but I think the best place to start is going to be down here with my other nether portal. Did you know you can name fish on an anvil while in a bucket? Yes, I'd heard that. It works with axolotl, too. Honestly, it's kind of fun. Just makes this whole cave look like it's underwater. All right. Now, how are we doing? We're starting to build up a stash of logs over here. This is, oh, this is full. So yeah, all of the bamboo should now be going towards logs and chests and eventually fuel, which is awesome. Okay, so now I've dug out a little bit of an area down here. What I was going to do in this area is I was going to dig out a bunch so I've got room to grow trees. Because, you know, I want a place where I can grow trees down here, or, you know, in this area, but I don't want the trees to be growing in and around the desert because that would just look, I think it would look silly. But, and we're talking a big but here. What, let's see, I think glow squid have to be, it has to be dark. That much I remember. And I think they have to be at a certain level. Which could be interesting. On the other hand, I was thinking of building this here, but whoa, hi. What are you doing here, man? I don't recall inviting you to this area. Oh, jeez, monkeys. You do not get to scare me like that. No, that's not how this works. Jeez. What part of no don't you understand? Scoot. Go away, or I will have to kill you a second time. Oh, jeez, man. Okay. I see. There's darkness all over here. Okay. I think. Okay. Complete darkness in the overworld except for the deep dark below layer 30. Okay, so in the deep dark biome, does that mean they can spawn in lights? I ask actually for a couple of reasons. But one of which is that actually, I think I know the perfect place for this. All right, hang on. Let me head back up to the base. How do I get back up to the base? I think this way. I have an idea. Because I've got a spot actually fairly close to a bubble vader. It's the one that feeds my iron farm, which is also just conveniently the same one that I've been sending the squid up. Ah, yes, I know. I've got an idea. My first idea is going to involve going to the restroom. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then we'll talk about what I'm going to do, because I think this is going to be really cool. Okay, you know, it's a fish. I'm being bounced around by a fish. See, this is why I say the only good fish comes in stick form. You know, they're stupid. Fish are dumb. Yeah, I mean, I knew building out here with the Guardian farm was going to be dangerous. I just didn't think I would have to face the wrath of cod. I didn't. I of all of the things I was figuring I was going to have to face, that was not one of them. Okay, having really bad stream jokes go while I'm in the bathroom is just not fair. I won an argument with a weather forecaster once. His logic was cloudy. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, that is a nope. All right, let's sleep. Fortunately, there's a bed right here. And then... I mean, and by right here, I mean it's over there, but yeah. Oh. Okay, so let's head down here. So very conveniently, well, mildly conveniently, I happen to have a okay. We'll just drop right down here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn the gamma on because it's dark down here, but I have a deep dark right here. This happy little dealy bob is the elevator that goes up into my base. Right? If I were to hop in this thing, well, it's a long way up, but if I hop in this, this will eventually take me all the way up. Now it's going to go all the way up to the 3rd floor. Right? But it's going to take me right up here, right to my happy little thingamabob. Okay. Right. So, what I think I can do, you know, maybe I should give myself a better entrance to that. And by better, I mean at least over here. So I don't have to break the glass. So what is this? Minus 7425. 7425. Okay. Chickens are having a day. 7425 is over here. Okay. We'll cut in through this wall. Right, so this should... Yep, there it is. That's what I was looking for. All right. Nice. That'll work. All right, let me go put the glass away. And we'll just... Whoa, whoa, okay. Smooth. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to interrupt your lack of villager breeding over here. I almost did it again. Again, not laughing. No, no. Why would... Yeah, no, there's nothing funny about that at all. No. Okay, no, we're fine. Everything's great. Anyway, so yes, so I can duck back here. Good. This gives me access down here to the iron farm, which is good. Okay. I do need safety rails. Yeah, probably. Okay, so what I can do is... What if I were to come in on this side over here? Oh, well, I mean... Why is this wet? I don't know why it's wet. That seems like probably a mistake. Okay. Oh, I know why that was wet. Oh, speaking of wet, is my redstone now all wet? No. Okay. Whew. The redstone was above the flood. We're okay. We don't have soggy redstone. We're fine. Everything's great. I'm now trapped, but that's okay. Got it. We're out. Okay. Oh, I managed to parkour. We're fine. Okay. Anyway. What I could do here... So the problem here is I am in a deep dark. Okay. So... Yeah, so that question about the squid actually is sort of relevant now. I know squid will... I think they spawn in the deep... Now I'm curious. If they don't spawn in the deep dark, that's going to be a problem. Glow squid. All right. Spawning. They spawn in up to in schools of 4 to 6 in water, in complete darkness in the overworld below 30, except for the deep dark biome. Right. Unlike most other aquatic mobs, they do not require water or waterlogged blocks. Okay. So I think what this means. Well, I don't know, because I've had glow squids spawning in my ancient city. But I think that means they don't spawn in the deep dark. I think that's what that means. Okay, which is fine. If I come up this way, the deep dark kind of stops up here. So with whatever spawner that is. Skeleton spawner. Cool. All right, so if I dig up this way, I could put a little bit of a I could put a glow squid farm in here. Wow, the problem with, oh, see, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this isn't deep dark. Okay. AI says the glow squids can spawn. Okay, well, it wouldn't be the first time I built a farm twice. So, and I do know they do spawn in the ancient city. Oh, you know what? This is dumb. Hang on. All right, I gotta do something. Let's get rid of those. Pick up the. Oh, right, because gold is stupid. All right. So let me head up, empty my pockets, and then we'll see about figuring out a thing. You don't trust AI? Yeah, it's hit or miss. Like I said, I've had glow squid. I said they've been spawning in my ancient city, but I don't know if they've been spawning up higher and swimming down. Right? That's certainly a question. Huh. All right. Well, stuff to think about. Okay, let's just throw a bunch of stuff in the storage here. Yeah, on Bedrock, let's see. Bedrock was definitely different. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'll look at this in a minute. Okay, so in Bedrock, glow squids spawn anywhere in any dimension. There's water underground in schools of 2 to 4. Anywhere below y equals 30, except in deep dark biomes. Yeah. Okay. So I think what this is saying is they need to not be in a deep dark biome, which is fine. I just have to find a good spot then to put them. All right. Cool. Well, let me go ahead and say, well, let's just dump a bunch of stuff out of my inventory here and see if I can figure out where I want to do this. All right. So I want to be able to connect to that. So All right, we're gonna go free cam here for a little bit. I just need to check biomes and stuff. So turns out it's a long way down. Could interpret the spawn in the deep dark above Y30. Yeah, it's the language is ambiguous, which kind of sucks. Okay, so it looks like we've got a fair amount of area over here that's not deep dark. Okay, that I could tap in here. So that's Y30. We don't get to the deep dark until Y10-ish. Okay. That might be fine. That might totally work. That's the wrong side. Let me grab a shulker box or two as well. Could flood my beacon area. Yeah. Well, kind of what I'm thinking is that did you get dinner boned? Or are you just silly? Oh, yeah, you got dinner boned. Okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. Actually, come here. Get out of the... Okay. Come here. Come here. I've got the perfect place for you. That's right. That's right. Oh, that is the crystal cat. Okay. Come here. Gotcha. All right. Got the perfect place for you. This will work out great. Come here. That's right. You want to get in the water column. Uh-huh. Yep. That's right. Come on up. Or don't. That would be fine too. Well, I tried. Now he's running around in my redstone. Well, awesome. All right, where'd you go? All right, well. Should be right at that crystal level now, yeah. I'm actually a little bit concerned about that. Okay. Come here. Come here, you silly little cat. All right. All right, come on. Up we go. Okay. Good. Now, let's get you. Whoa, next level. All right, cool. All right, wonderful. Ah, we got him. We got him. That's right. You just come right over this way. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'll just stay right there. And because it's named, it's not going anywhere. Oh, righty then. It's a little weird that it's kind of floating above the ground, but, you know. Ow. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let's make our way around this way. Okay. It's a long way down. All right. So I found all your tricks. Okay. So I think what I want to do, where am I? I want to go. Where's my my base gone? I want to come up to, yeah, Y30, I think on this side. Oh, except I can't because of the thing, because the up is over here. Cool. And then we've got the iron farm on that side. Ugh. All right. Cool. Well, this is good. All right. Well, I mean, that's fun. I can always run rail around and get it where I need it to go. So that's not really a concern. So what I need to do then. So what about the beacon room? So the beacon room here, this is deep dark. So I think if I'm interpreting that correctly, they're not going to spawn in the deep dark. Because I'm not totally convinced, but I'm mostly convinced. See, I don't know. Okay, here, let's do this. Let's teleport to the ancient city here for a minute. So, okay, Gamo's on. Great. All right, so did you color all my signs? Okay, cool. Anyway, you ever see a squid in deep dark? But yeah, so here's where things get a little bit confusing. I have an unofficial squid farm right here. Okay, obviously there are glow squid in it, which is great. If they wouldn't die because of lack of water, I could just take these ones and coat them, take them right through the nether roof and get them home. But water would be an issue. Okay, but despite the fact that they end up here, I think what ends up happening is they end up spawning up here, which is a taiga biome, and then flowing down the waterfall. So they're not actually spawning here in the city. They're spawning up here somewhere and then coming down where I can pick up their little glowy bits. Okay. Yeah, because I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, see, there he is spawning up there, and then they fall down. That one just happened to miss the water completely. Okay, that makes some sense. Okay. Great. Okay, so that's a thing. All right. All right, so now, so we'll head back here. Now, we've got a couple of options then. Question is how we want to deal with them. All right, so let me just drop these in there because I'm definitely going to want those. All right, so if I want to bring the glow squid up this way, The iron farm's too far down, but I can easily go up to the level I need to. Okay, I think this is going to work. But I am going to need some more rockets. I've been going through them like crazy. Now, on the other hand, I now have kind of infinite rocket fixings, but... Oh, yeah, the wings are a little bit... Yeah. Because, yeah, I've got lots of paper and gunpowder. Oh. Oh. I know what we're doing on Thursday, Pinky. We're going to have to rig an off switch to the gunpowder farm. Yeah, you're right, though. Those wings are a little bit sad. Here, let's just duck in here. We'll grab a little bit of iron. You know, I built this so that I would have plenty of storage for iron. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay. Well. Hi. Let's just get some emeralds. Okay, and apparently some bells, because that's what I needed. Obviously, I needed all the bells. Silly. Okay, you know, I like Christmas time, okay? I've always liked Christmas time. It is one of those things I just love the time of year. But I'll tell you, I get really tired of Christmas parody songs and commercials and techno remixes of Christmas songs also in commercials. Okay? That's just not quite what I'm here for. You know what I mean? I love Christmas songs. I listen to them a lot. But I do get really tired of the... Oh. Apparently this is missing stuff. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. There's only so many times you can watch the same Hugo Boss commercial or something. It's like hear the same ad over and over again. Okay. So the way I'm going to do this, I should hang on. I need to get my let's grab a hoe. Yeah, we could silk touch things. Should be fine. All right. Now, I'm sure this is going to be perfectly safe. I'm not going to accidentally trigger something bad. It'll be great. I should actually probably grab some ladders, but it's okay. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and turn the gamma override on again. And I need to go up. So we're going to... Oh, I should probably, while I'm thinking about it, maybe switch to a non-silk touch tool here. Okay. Just, you know... Okay, that goes in there. Oh, hang on. We must silk touch. All right. Since we're dealing with deep slate and stuff, you know, it might be a little bit better. All right, so I need to go up to level 30. You know, I don't have any wood over here, do I? I was just thinking what might be nice would be to go straight up and then you know, with 30 ladders or something. Okay. I'm just going to go up and down this elevator for the next 10 minutes. I mean, that really seems like the thing to do, right? Okay. Let's get some ladders. Yeah. Whee! All the ups and downs of life. Let's see. I forgot where I was sorting ladders. Apparently here. Good enough. And let's try this again, and this time we'll figure it out. So here's, I've got multiple plans. I have plans within plans. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up the glow squid farm, or at least get it located. We may not get to the glow squid until later, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the glow squid farm. We'll catch some squid in minecarts so that we can get them up into the aquarium. But after that, I think what would be good will be to then set up an actual farm. You know, get some axolotls, set up an actual glow squid farm, and maybe make things work. There's a quote. I think it's quote add is the command, I think. I don't remember how my own stuff works. Okay, that's iron. Okay. What? Going the right way? Am I going the right way? Close enough. Okay, there it is. Yes, it's the... Oh, I should probably think about lighting this up. Right, so this is all deep. Oh, this ends up Badlands over here. Okay. So... Okay. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight. Is it straight this way? No, straight this way. Get me where I want to be. All right. Cool. Okay, less cool. Yeah, 47 quotes. Is it okay if I watch you make the babies? Yeah. Okay. And this is the, yeah, this is the upside right here. So I'll be able to, I don't have stuff there, but that's what I need to, oh, look at this. Yeah, for you, life, universe, and everything. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so heck, I'm out of the deep dark right here even. Okay. Oh, this is perfect then. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab that redstone. And because, of course, I have the hasty wasty over here. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. We'll just climb right out of the deep dark and right back into it. But, so we're going to have to be right, yeah, kind of over here. All right. Well, that's annoying, but no big deal. I can build this over here. It's all good. All right, hang on. There is a, aha. Biome overlay. Okay, so yeah, it looks like if I just, let's just dig that way. Sorry, it's going to be kind of green here for a minute. Okay. Yes, so now over here, we're going to be fine. All right. That's a handy little tool. I love mini HUD. It's cool. So what that green means is that green is a biome boundary. So right now I'm in a Badlands biome. As soon as I walk into this green, now I'm in a deep dark. So basically, what this ends up showing you is the edges of the biomes. So everything below that green is deep dark biome. Yeah, oh yeah, it's really cool when you get to a couple of different places where where there are more biomes that overlap. But it's really handy. Okay, so anyway, we are over here. All right, so basically, and we're down at Y12, so we definitely have plenty of space to work with. So yeah, we'll just set up the glow squid farm over here. And yeah, we'll make this happen. It'll be fine. One thing I'm gonna probably have to figure out, do I want to worry about glow ink? Not glow ink. Oh, glass that you can't put light through. Tinted glass. That's the stuff. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I am going to have to get axolotls in here for the actual stuff, but you know, to actually harvest the glow ink. But well, I need to worry about drowned. Drowns, no. Drowns don't spawn, or only spawn, I guess I should say. Drown only spawn in river biomes and ocean biomes. So we should be fine for that. Since we're in a Badlands biome, that'll be okay. All right, so I'm actually going to want to go this way a little bit. Let's see. So I think, what is it? This guy right here. That's the wall we're going to go through to get into this bubble vader right here. Okay, so that's going to be good. And what's cool is that once I get all of this, get this farm built, oh, that's deep dark. Where's it? Hey, Edge. Good morning. Hope you're having a fabulous day over there on the YouTubes. Yeah, so once I get this built, I'll just be able to dump the glow squid the glow squid ink right where, right into my farm output. So that'll be great. All right, so let's just double check here. So right here, that's the edge of the deep dark biome. So we're gonna stay on this side of it. Okay. I want to bring the output here, which means I think I'm going to close this up. Okay. Yeah, this will be a thing. We'll get this figured out. All right, so that's going to go there. All right. We'll put a wall here, I think, eventually, but all right. Now, I guess the next question is, how tall does this need to be? Probably not too bad. Okay, let's just bring this over here. So the output is going to come over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's going to be good. think that'll be fine like that. Okay. That's the theory. Okay, we shouldn't need to go too crazy with this. Said the step one of this is going to be to get the glow squid for the aquarium, and then step two is going to be to set this up for squid ink. So the good news is I do have axolotls, so I just need to get buckets of tropical fish to breed them up. I do have one concern that I might be so high up, just in my base, that the mobs aren't going to actually do anything over here, but we'll see that. Can I buy tropical fish off fishermen? I don't think so. I think the tropical fish are bought by fishermen. I think you can sell them. I think you can sell them stuff. Right? If you've got blowfish or something, I think you can sell those to the fishermen. Okay. Oh, hi. Stone, please. Thank you. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the output. Good. So let's go ahead and set this up because I am going to need a water channel here. Okay, and it's going to go over to... It's going to flow over that way, which will be awesome. Okay, apparently I've made life difficult for myself, but what else is new? Okay. Yeah, just because I'm going to have water flow here and over there. I need to block this here, but I still would like to get in here, you know? So I think, yeah, because this is going to have to go like that. Okay, I think this should be fine. Let's just, no. What a silly place for a ladder. Okay. We'll just pop that in there like so. Awesome. All right, that should work out nicely. All right, and yeah, we'll deal with this. Actually, that can be open. All right, so deep dark happens here. So go ahead and just throw a little bit of light here for the moment. All right. Yeah, this is one of those times. I have a vague idea of how I want this to work. But it is very vague. So I do know we're going to have to set up some temporary stuff coming in at this level. It'll be really cool. Actually having more obviously not natural blocks, but okay. All right, so we'll have to get up there. And then I think, I mean, I could do it with an allay, I suppose. Just like I'm doing it over on the, with the squid farm. Right, we just have the axolotls and the squids doing their thing here. The allay would pick up the glow ink and then drop it off up there somewhere, but I think this will be fine. It's just a matter of keeping the axolotls from going over there. But I think a full-size axolotl is going to be too tall if I slab this up correctly. So should be okay. that means this is going to have to be ice, but that's okay. All right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, did you do an episode from the server edge? That'd be cool. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do a couple more. Couple more blocks this way. Okay. Gonna go this way. All right. Hopefully this won't be too bad. Okay. So, yeah. We're reading and not listening. So, what I'm going to do... So, for the squid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just a small pool here. And... Okay, so I'm just going to start with a small pool of water. And I'm just going to have some mine carts. So, the mine carts will then collect the squid and take them up to the top. Once the yeah, so that should be a thing. I should be able to handle that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move all of the construction stuff over here. Okay, that's just a pile of garbage. For the keepers. I think I'm missing something. But yeah, oh, the keepers that don't die. Yes. So yeah, what I'll do is I will flood this with water and said we'll just grab a couple of just run a couple of sets of minecart rails. And that should work out pretty well here. So, yeah. It'll be great. So, we'll do something along the lines... I mean, I'm going to need... Oh, I should probably get some other rail here, too. Okay. All right, so we're going to run rail like so. All right. Yeah, this is going to make sense, I think. All right, so for now, let's just... I guess we can power it. It's not like I'm lacking in powered rails at the moment. Because I crafted up all those powered rails for that disaster of a... yeah, that disaster of a farm. The Wither Skeleton farm. So hopefully I won't need more than that. That's still not a lever. Okay. Why is Final Fantasy VII on sale? You are asking the deep questions there, Edge. Don't think anybody knows. Why was it a disaster? Just because it didn't work. I need to get in there and try to clean it up and actually make it a little more reliable. But I got a little discouraged, so I haven't wanted to work on that. But some other day I will probably do so. Okay. All right, I think this will work for now. Oops. Yeah, one of those is right. Probably that one. Yeah, okay. If you've never played the Final Fantasy games, yeah, Sprite really likes what's it, 16 or something? I've played 10 a little bit of 10-2, and 12. I never did finish 12, but 10 was pretty amazing. I liked those ones. Did I bring... Okay. I must have thrown the other ice somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, how many of them are there? Well, so numbered ones, there's like 1 through 16 currently. I think that's right. And Final Fantasy X had a sequel. So there is a Final Fantasy X Part 2. Okay. I need to go get some building blocks here. Okay, so let's just light this up so it stays safe. And we'll be back. Actually, oh, now I need to go get some building blocks. Yeah, we'll be back. I think I'm going to have to just do some other stuff. Okay. Kids wanted to play it when they were younger. Yeah, they're not... The Final Fantasy games are not great for littles, but they're a pretty solid... pretty solid for young teens. Final Fantasy VII played on your PS1. Ah, yes. Yeah, the other Final Fantasy games that I've played are the Kingdom Hearts series, which it's made by the same company, made by Square Enix, and it has this very similar feel to Final Fantasy, but it's a little bit more of a... It's a little more kid-friendly. Okay, bring some ice. I need some pale oak trapdoors. Okay. So, yeah, they're not bad. At least the one I was playing, Final Fantasy X, said I beat that one. That one made me cry. So that's not cool. The Kingdom Hearts games, Kingdom Hearts 1 had me in tears as well. Kingdom Hearts 2, not nearly so bad. And they seem to have forgotten about it. Yeah. Yeah, I had heard good things about both of those, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. And so, yeah, honestly, I think I want to move this ladder and bring this right here instead. Yeah, it's not a huge deal here, but the story on the Final Fantasy games tend to be pretty good. They're definitely worth playing if you're into any sort of story-based gaming, I guess is maybe how I want to put that. All right. That's not what I want to do. I mean, that's what I had, but that's not what I want to do. Okay. All right, so what I do want to do here is let's get some trapdoors. Okay, let's swap this out. All right, great. There is a slim possibility I can get iron stuck there as it comes up. I would like to just not think about that. Okay. Hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, okay. Anyway. There we go. This should be a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and put that in there. All right, now, did I actually bring a bucket? No, I'm in the same boat I was before. All right, fine. I got bucket. Will the power rails give off light? No. Power rails do not give off lights. Yeah, see, once I pop this torch out here. Yeah, I'm getting a little light bleed through from over here. I'll have to move this torch, but should be okay beyond that. All right, now. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so once we get once I get this flooded, I'll get some mine carts running back and forth here. And hopefully this will work. But step one is to get some water. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to flood this all over the rails here. Okay. And I might as well, I'm just gonna go ahead and flood the room. I need to do that anyway. It's gonna be, I think I'm only gonna go up like 2 layers here. I think that'll be better for my squid catching plans here. All right. Sweet. Yeah, so that'll work. So what I need to do here is let's take this torch. I'm gonna move this. Probably okay. Right about there. Corner water. Oh, yes, I see. Yep. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Snoopers. All right. So let's grab a couple of mine carts. And hopefully this will work. Okay. So that goes there. And that goes there. And then I go over this way. So the plan is... Am I far enough away? I need to be like 20 blocks, so I might not be. Okay. So where am I? I'm at 7429. And that is... Okay, so I'm 20 blocks. I should go a little bit further. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you just have to be... like, I think there's a 24 block spawning radius or something. Where nothing will spawn around you. Okay. Unfortunately, there's a lot of area here. So I probably should have added some more space there, but ooh, sorry, cheating. There's a lush cave over there. Anyway, all right, well, this is something I'm not going to sit around here and wait here. It is just about time for me to be done streaming for tonight. Anyway, it's actually past time. So I'm going to go ahead and just hang out here, just AFK, and hopefully let the squid show up. But for now, I said, let's go ahead and let's call it a night. I want to thank all of you for joining me today. It's been awesome and exciting. Oh, we're getting a stream joke in here too. Sore throats are a pain in the neck. Awesome. Hey, JMO, you are welcome. Thanks for hanging out. JMO is awesome over there on Twitch, by the way. Yeah, so you saw all those awesome people who are supporters at Music Free Gaming. Check that out. Of course, like the video, subscribe, follow, whatever your thing of choice lets you do. And thank you all for hanging out with me. Seriously, it's a lot more fun when you're all here. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.